All right, take two. All right, so invite John. All right, hi guys. I'm trying to invite Heidi. Heidi, are you here? Yes, view request. Go live with Heidi. It's just that another person got invited, so instead. All right, Heidi. Yeah,
Hey,
it's you. Yeah.
that was so funny.
I know. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, hi everybody and hi Heidi. And thanks
Hi.
for being here with us. And I'd like to ask you a few questions about your teacher training that you did with me. And this is the purpose of this call. So anybody who is interested, just ask questions and we're going to go through it. But I just want to ask Heidi, how was it to study with me, and how was because in some point, yoga for real life, it's beyond yoga. What we studied, it's not just yoga. We went beyond that. It's just kind of how can the principles of yoga help us in everyday life? And I think that's what my biggest component is to really get people to learn how to use this yoga. Because to me, the most useful thing is to use it in real life. If you're on a mat, yeah, but we go beyond the mat. That's where the challenges are. And so how did that work for you?
Yeah, can you hear me okay, Maya?
I do, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So you know what, in my own teaching, I say that to people, literally just what you said, because that's what you taught us. It's like it goes beyond the mat. So often, people show up in a yoga class and it's like, oh, I'm here on the mat and this is what we're doing now. But it's like you take it to this whole nother level of like, no. This is what we're learning on the mat, and this is what we're learning, right, in your teacher training or in any of your classes, and this is how you get to show up for the rest of your life. You show up in this space, calm, centered, parasympathetic nervous system, aligned, right, with yourself, and you're able to speak your truth. My throat chakra totally expanded with your teacher training, and I'm able to really speak my truth. My chakras are aligned so that I can show up and be the best that I am, and have come from a different consciousness even. And when I'm dealing in the matrix, right, and when I'm in the real life situations, that's the real yoga, right? That's what Ram Dass teaches. He's like, that's the yoga, is when you're driving. that's the power of it, and it doesn't stop with your mat. And I think one of the I was thinking about this as I was meditating this morning and actually doing my own Kundalini practice, and I was like, it's really a deeper connection to myself, Maya, is what your teaching teaches. And it was really different from what I had known before. It was like all the yoga before, I kept closing down my eyes going, when are we going deeper? When are we going deeper? And I say that in my own story, and I'm like, and then I found Maya's video. I found your video on Amazon Prime, your de-stress and detox. That's how I found you. And I was able to go into the active meditation and just get into that space and really dive in. And that was like my higher self was thirsting for that. And I was ready. And I was ready to find you because Kundalini finds you, right? Like it's so really, and then learning to trust myself and trust my intuition. I can't speak to that enough. That has been game changer. I live through the divine. I show up in my world, again, in the matrix, coming from a divine space, and I trust my intuition, and I listen to the nudges that I get, and I act on them, and just a connection to the universe and how you bring that in, mind, body, and spirit. Also, I think I did a lot of anger release. There's a lot of historical anger that I was holding in my body. So it's not just your mind and spirit, right? It's body. It can't be separate. It's all one. And that's what you really teach, is it is all from one place and in one thing. And when you release that historical anger or any anger in your body, you get to show up as a creative container, right? The har, and create from an empty container of from the divine. And that's a totally different space of living than coming from a place of fear and, you know, you're in your fight and flight mode, right? And that's not how I want to parent. That's not how I want to show up as a wife and mother and sister and daughter and live my life. So showing up for myself and really what you taught me in sadhana surprised the crap out of me. I didn't know I had that much discipline. I didn't know I could do that. And what I found on the other side of 40 days of sadhana, Maya, was confidence and discipline and rigor and all these things. And it was just like, it was magic. It was magic on the other side. You dig out that anger. Yeah. You create this container and then like, look at all this magic falling into my hands. Right? It is like, this world is magical. I live in the north and we live in a magical snow globe. It snows here and it's like crystals everywhere. And so many people are like, it's snowing and complain about it. I'm like, are you kidding me? We get to live in this land of magical snow crystals.
That's it. Now your eyes are different. They're open for everything is magic rather than just complaining. You see, that's the difference. People who complain and people who find magic in that challenge. It's not always easy to have the snow and you have to deal with the challenges that snow brings as well to everyday life, right? To dig out, clean up the car, but you see the magic in it and other people complaining. That's the difference. That's the real life that I'm talking about. It transports you. It gets you to another level. So you perform, you go through life from another level. And that's what it is. And how did that, and also for me, I'm learning from everybody. I mean, I learned from you because you do the biohacking and I learned so much about the blue light and the dangers about the blue light and the sleeping patterns and all of this. And I learned from everybody different things. So tell us, educate us a little bit about the blue light. How does this yoga help you with what you do?
Yeah. So, okay. So we're talking about our circadian rhythm. And so yeah. And really when I started doing your yoga video 10 years ago, I was in a really destructive relationship and I changed my energy. And I feel like, I'm not kidding, Maya, between your yoga tape and Martha Beck's Steering by Starlight book, those two things were like the most integral pieces of me going into personal development and transformational work. So I changed my energy. I was doing the yoga. I was raising my frequency, right? And getting this higher consciousness, a different perspective, a magical, you know, place to start from. And then I actually attracted Thaddeus into my life. So Thaddeus Owen, he's a influencer biohacker. He's actually on the call. Hi, babe. And so then I'm learning all this personal development stuff, and I've wanted to be a life coach and yoga instructor for many, many years. And so I attracted Thaddeus into my life, and now I have this other perspective of like, oh, it's not just what we eat, it's not our sleeping environment, it's not our movement, but it's also our light environment. And your circadian rhythm is based on the sun. And so he taught me all these other biohacking like things so that we can bring our health from here, right? Like baseline, we're healthy. 12% of people in the world are considered healthy by a doctor's standard, which I would argue was probably half of that. So getting your circadian rhythm and what I'm saying with that, you guys, is like being in an alignment with the sun. So waking up with the sun, going and retiring with the sun. And also after the sun sets, we're surrounded by all this blue light, and that can be really damaging to our melatonin. So melatonin is a huge thing that you talk about, and serotonin, right? You're always talking about dopamine, serotonin. Yeah, and so all these good feel chemicals, but melatonin is the precursor to serotonin. So to protect that, we wear blue light blocking glasses. Can you just grab mine? And after the sun sets, I put these on until I go to bed, because I'm protecting in this modern environment. I'm not like sleeping in a tent outside under the starlight, right, by a fire. That's what this is mimicking. So yeah, so I sent you a pair, Maya. Are you wearing them?
I wear them all the time. I love it.
Good. And it makes everything softer. And guess what? In order to set up your day, you set up your night. It's like that infinity symbol, right? These are sleep glasses. So they're really important.
Oh, that's beautiful. You see, that's what I'm saying. We create this community and we create people who are, everybody there in our course was amazing. We all learned from each other. So I never feel myself as like just telling you things and I'm the truth. I'm completely conversating with everybody, and then we're learning. So I like the Krishnamurti way of teaching. That's how he was. It's all about conversation, and it's not lecturing. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's all about conversation, getting the other people to talk. And very often I said, we are doing a position and people are asking me, what does this mean? And what does this do? I said, okay, do it and tell me. You experience it and what that experience tells you. So that's how I like the teaching, because it's all about you, going back to you. You find out, don't rely on the teacher. You actually, while you're studying, figure out, become the teacher yourself, because we are all our own teachers. And that's the guru within us, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And Maya, you guys, Maya is such an incredible teacher. Like every time you speak though, like you throw down like so much truth that like, and I like bring that all into my body too. Right. And then I go and I like, in order to be another teacher, like when you're teaching, then you know the stuff really well, right? Like you're synthesizing that information. And so the way that she teaches at such a deep level that you're bringing that into your body at a cellular level so that you can go out and teach all this stuff and help everybody, you guys, raise their frequency. You know, like when Maya's talking, you can feel that.
With that raised frequency, you are the channel. So very often channeling knowledge, and it's not just coming from me. I'm connected to that knowledge. That's why we tune in. We ask for that knowledge to come in. And then I talk from that space. And then in a normal life, when that stops, I'm a normal person. I don't know. But of course, I bring that with me at all times. Typically when I'm teaching, there is certain truth and certain knowledge that comes from above. I just really allow to be the vehicle. And that's what I translate, I hope, to you as a teacher. And you become, when you sit in that chair and you're the teacher, then you also become that vessel, and you spread that knowledge and that wisdom and wise knowledge that we are connected with a greater mind. So is there any specific like great most favorite breath that you want to do? This, let's do it with everybody, or I can do mine as well, but tell us any specific breath that you do all the time. Like I remember Eden, she said, I will never forget, every time she wakes up and she does 26 frogs immediately.
That's not my favorite.
Well, maybe it's some certain breath, because we don't have much space, but let's do some. Let's do
definitely. So actually I learned another Kundalini move from a shaman friend of mine just the other day. And it's putting your hands above your head like this. And we do 102 Kapalabhati's, breath of fire, above the head. And so you're pointing at the sun. I think you do this, but then you do it behind your back and you point at the earth.
All right. So you do it like that up?
Yep. And then 102. And then we do 102 behind our back with our hands in the same position.
Wow, that's good.
And then you do three root locks.
Root locks. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the. I mean, we could shorten it down and do 50 breaths or whatever, and do a quick 3. Do you want me to lead, or do you want to lead?
Breath. The breath that I have. It's such a good. Let me see. I have this breathing that is so good. It just guides us, so it's easier.
Yeah.
Breath of fire. Let's see.
Yes. So the shaman does this to connect to the sun energy above and then earth energy below when you're pointing to the earth.
So you tell us, let's say 50, and then we go 50 down. So tell us again. So we're doing this.
Yeah. So here, let me just back up.
There.
So
do all of that.
And Kapalabhati, you just hold up to the sun. Yeah.
And then when you go down.
And then you go behind your back.
On the back.
So behind the back, and then your hands are like this, behind your back.
The same mudra, okay, and then 3 root locks.
3 root locks, yep.
There you go, we learned something. Let's go for it. And action.
All right.
I'm gonna sit so then everybody can see me.
inhale, hold, and exhale, and then arms behind your back.
All right, we carry on the bottom now.
Yep. All right, are we ready? 50, here we go.
Okay, there we go.
All right, inhale, hold, and exhale. Whew. Do you want to lead the root locks, Maya?
Okay, once again, inhale, hold, squeeze the navel, stomach in, all that mula band, the first three chakras, but in the same time, relax the shoulders, relax the face, relax the eyes, keep holding and squeezing. Few more seconds, keep squeezing, holding, and exhale. Woohoo! This was powerful. I'm gonna use this. This was amazing.
3 of those. We need 2 more.
2 more. Okay, once again, inhale, hold, squeeze, relax the shoulders, the face, keep holding, hold. And release. Last one, inhale, hold, squeeze. And release. Woohoo! Well, guys, it was wonderful. Oh, so beautiful.
So you guys, here's the like eternal teacher and student, right?
You see how everybody's now, you're amazing, and you taught us something new. And again, I learned something new. So this is beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. We all are the teachers and we all learn from each other. And it's a beautiful training. And you don't have to be a teacher if you want to just take it for personal training. We're going to talk to Eden and Sabine, who actually took it as a personal transformation. And we're going to have Lucy, Susanna, more people coming next week. And every week we're going to be talking about it. And if you have any questions about it, please let me know, info@MayaFiennes, and we're going to talk to you. I can have some Zoom call with you and we can go for the training starts in March, 17th of March. So it's coming soon. All right. Heidi, so much.
You're welcome.
If you have any questions right now, I'm just looking.
Oh, hey, that's my shaman friend, Irene. Yay.
Great. Say hi. Thank you.
All my friends are shamans now, Maya.
Okay. That's the new tradition.
Yeah. So fun.
Right, guys, well, thank you so much. And Heidi, you're a wonderful, beautiful spirit. And yes, I will see everybody soon.
All right. Thanks, Maya.
Bye.
Bye.